Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7. As it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Hey, York to kick off.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Sheds off the tackle. And a good return to get out across the 35 to the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Williams. To about the 40-yard line. This defense for the Buccaneers, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try to keep the quarterback control?
And slow going there as they'll only get a yard, maybe up to the 41. And look at this defense. Now they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something they have to work on.
His first throw of the game, but intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Ready.
They go play action here on first down. It's complete. And he goes down the line for doing this inside the 25. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
But they didn't ease into that drive. Right out of the turnover, they go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to green-light that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
On the ground, here's the rookie from Notre Dame. Nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The Bucs sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Come on. Set. Ready.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now they'll tuck this and run. And this turns into a nice game with a start at the end. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Cade York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is. His first throw of the game. I like the way his guys rally him around at all the times. The quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Yeah, here we go.
Now Prescott. Man, and he hits him in stride. So 8 yards on the completion here. And 3rd and 1 now.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here we go. 26.
Now Prescott. It's taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
That's good.
First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here we go, here we go. 26.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Yeah!
Here's Prescott. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility, showing those hands. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Hey, look at this Cowboy defense. They played well against the pass. Currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. Ready?
Running right, here's Estimate. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
3rd down.
He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. Their footwork and speed is negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
That's good.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter. And it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. And he's blocked out at the 24 after a game of football.
First 30, nicely bit off. Pretty decent game.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Ready, break! Ready!
Back to throw here. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Saints back at the 31. The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams there to bring him down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Right up the middle with Irving. First down with a 2nd and 2.
At the 2-yard line.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
To go, 2nd down.
Let's go! Let's go!
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. Now it's 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On the jump!
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4.
76!
From the shotgun now, here's an inside goal. Behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Gotta say, Charles, a little surprising to have a kick this short blocked. Usually that happens on the longer ones, but great job by the special teams to kind of sift through there and get a hand on it.
Yeah, you've seen a lot of football over time, partner, and you're right about it. Typically, the longer field goals start lower because they have so much more ground to cover to get to the post. And that's when you get a hand on it. These short ones, you're able to pop it up in the air pretty quickly.
To the races, down the right side. Inside the 20. Touchdown. A great effort there. 87 yards. And the Cowboys take the block field goal and convert it into 6 points. The extra point and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 7. So all lead it at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch. Over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. A field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
First and 10.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually it's
carrying the ball behind them, can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Let's get the Booker. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 26. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Okay, ready.
Now on first down, he'll drop the throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
First and 10.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to be sacked at the 23-yard line. Donovan Ezeraku able to record his 5th sack of the season.
23-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. He'll drop to throw. To the inside, he's got McMillan. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now the timing called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Cowboy 80.
Second timeout now. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown. It's their quarterback. Touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true. This time, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's great for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy.
49-yard line.
Yeah, here we go.
There's Prescott. Outside here, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing, Prescott. Drops it to field, complete. And this will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. At his size, he's a smaller back. He can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. He gains to his strengths the best. It keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Yeah! We'll go 47.
Prescott yet again. Touchdown! A great play there. With his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Let's go.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation when they decide to take a shot.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup.
Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Quick drop by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Everyone wants to see that drop, but I guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, second and 10.
Here we go. 26.
Prescott. The short one taken in by Ferguson. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now.
Okay,
the Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It's a tie football game here. What do you think Charles' message was at halftime?
Well, I think the positive look at things and said, this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12.
Come on. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. To the left side, he gets this one to Ibuka. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on it, and he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Third down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back.
Let's go now. Ready.
They'll try and run here with Irvin. And he will not get the yard he needed. He goes the wrong direction. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Yeah! Here we go!
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
2 yards. The second half is better than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Yeah!
Prescott from the gun. He's got his man in stride, complete.
Prescott's pass.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
And it's 3rd down.
Yeah, here we go! I take! All right, 26.
Prescott now. That is caught. And he will have the Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's well executed there on 3rd down. I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try to find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Here we go! I take! All right, 26.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
They wind up getting 7 on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Like any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Prescott to throw it. As he throws it incomplete.
Now this defense will give up a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Let's go! Let's go!
They'll start this drive out of the ground. And a good push there defensively as they start them at the 48. The game of just 1.
48-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2nd down and 8.
Ready! 19 Tiger! 19 Tiger! Huh. Ready, go! Now go!
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll run the draw with Irving. He's got this with a pretty midfield into Cowboy territory.
He's across midfield.
A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Ready?
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to wind up in the air now. And able to connect, incomplete. Even credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go to the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
One will not get this top to the left anyway. It's no good, and we will remain tied here in this third quarter. I got nothing after that try.
Yeah, don't even try.
I mean, he tried it from the parking lot. To throw is Prescott. Room to maneuver at the 35. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
When you get into the second half of the tie ball game, you start realizing every play takes on a bigger significance. And this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary. And that's a job well done there.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Yeah!
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get this one down about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there. They'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, I think they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Looking to throw. Prescott. That is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter.
For the extra point.
Aubrey now for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Cowboys 21. Buccaneers 14.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he will go down. The Cowboys sack. So Diggy Zorro with the effort there to earn the sack.
18 at the 27-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready?
Back to throw. It's incomplete.
And his drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Go! 70 Rangers, Viking 18, go!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the turnover fuss continues. Here's another interception. And the Cowboys are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And pushes forward from maybe 30 now to the 6-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Williams will try again. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Yeah! Here we go! 40! 20!
Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
His kick is
an extra point and good by Aubrey. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. They definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
Outside, so I'm standing inside, shawty, you would not vibe, take a poop like Tupac. I see the bunch of mean guys in the band and a tie. Don't know the west side, give it side eyes. Ain't nobody that I really recognize, ain't surprised.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
That is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the left sideline. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs have made it a 1-score game again. And here's the 4th. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for a 2-point conversion. So they tag on a fair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Took pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on it, 2 points for them.
And York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
They're on the 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Running midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
It may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football and be conservative. He's staying in his game plan.
That is his game, and that's where they're going to ride.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Yes, here we go! 40! 26!
Now Prescott. A quick throw there, he's batted away and incomplete.
Based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Kevontae Turpin, 42 yards. And the Cowboys are looking like they'll move to 6-1 as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that can win the game for us.
Cowboys 36. Buccaneers.
So they go with
22.
the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time they looked to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after getting up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They're both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 2. Looking middle, he's got a hooker. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
It's a gain of 20.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time, make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down the field.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now they go screen. It's complete. It's touchdown. Lucky Irving from 3 yards out. And the Buccaneers are back within a score. So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2. He sends this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the key team to bring that return to about 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinator is probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
11 on the play. 1st down, Cowboys.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. His defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Yeah, here we go.
Here's Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. 61 yards. And the Cowboys use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Aubrey good with the PAT. And lead is up to 15 now.
43. Buccaneers 28. Brandon Aubrey to kick off.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
What? Yeah. Really with I should probably sign a head, boy, because I got all
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
19 tight. 19 tight. Tag. Get up.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now a run here off the RPO, and he'll keep it. Oh, he's got a Buka. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
6 yards.
3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Ready up.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though. 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Here we go. Let's go.
They'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
Get up. Go.
They'll look to throw again. Working in the middle of the field. He's got man complete. This is 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the
Back ball
21-yard
80.
line.
70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. And he's in the end zone. Touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into that deficit. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Bucs will set
They'll
up
look
for
to
the
throw.
2-point conversion.
And he'll get in. As they're back within a score now. The lead's down to 7. And hold the phone now. This game isn't over yet.
Not at all. Now, get the football back. That's the first thing. However you do it, get the ball back and then manipulate the clock with your offense because you've got to get the ball to the end zone.
And time of there, they certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Yeah, here we go. I think. Line 8. 26.
You gotta have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Yeah, fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately is only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. As they get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Now 2nd and 9.
46. Yeah, here we go. I think. 26.
Throwing here, Prescott. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all the way in that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
It's now third down. And
I see the
9
surprise in
yards
your
to
face
go.
there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be down. A big pickup there, without question. That should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance with that completion. That's likely going to seal the fate.
And you can hear it in your voice. That one more stop.
Feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Well, he stopped immediately there.
Javonte Williams, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of a yard.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Dallas, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will head back home next week.